EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Harris. Bulldozes past him. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. 11. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Here the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield, because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space, as they did right there.
From midfield now, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And, wow, this is no ordinary try here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time. This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. They find some open field here. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Brissett. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 36, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Here we go.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Burrow. got a man open. It's Chase. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming. Yeah,
offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And that last penalty makes his third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Burrow will throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. The 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they're certainly playing their best football of the year.
Now Burrow on first down. And that is taken in by Hurst. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
Here we go.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have regained the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Brissett. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. First down, Brissett. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Steelers at 7-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Play action now. Brissett. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, and turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Brissett again. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
The first down throw for Brissett. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
After the sack on first down, Brissett. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, 32 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Brissett to throw on first. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing, Brissett. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far. You know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position to put 6 points on the board.
From the red zone now, Brissett. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. 3rd and 7 now. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Mixon with a first down carry. Down at the 35, it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw is Brissett. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Brissett sets to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 47. To throw, Brissett. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
A second and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. They'll throw again. Brissett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brissett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And now the Steeler offense staying out there. And they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase, 31 yards. And the Bengals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On third down, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Fourth down, Brissett. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Here we go.
The offense on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to air one out. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Now Brissett on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Mixing up the middle. And able to get this to the 31.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Burrow on play action. He will find his man Chase complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now it's Burrow. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. He's got a man complete past the 20 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? Doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free. And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. The 30, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I would play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Here we go.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
11 MT. 11 MT. 11.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. So